Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Manor Lords. I've been told, do not let your wheat and rye or the flour or the grain end up in your granary, or granary I should say. You should transport said things directly to the windmill. And the farmers are the ones that do that. So I think what's happening as far as like the stuff having been harvested and now it's waiting to go to the windmill, the farmers are going to plow the fields first. And then once they have finished that task, then they will bring the stuff over to the windmill. But you don't want to let them take it over to the granary, especially because we put our granary pretty far away. I'm actually kind of considering building a second one over here and then decommissioning this one, especially before I even consider anything like a upgraded granary, because the only food that we're dealing with is the hunting camp and the forager's hut, but that one's seasonal anyway. So I think it would make more sense to have it close to the main food production of the village, which is going to be bread. That's going to be the main thing for sure. So I'm kind of thinking that's what we'll want to do. Maybe not. It doesn't necessarily have to be right now, but you know, keep that in your minds. Chickens? Can I name chickens? It has a name. Gerhaz the chicken? Margaret? Is there a way to rename them? Like I can name like mules and oxen, right? I don't know if I can name chickens. I like that the chickens have names. I don't think there's a way to change the chicken's name. I don't see it. I do like that they have names though. That's hilarious to me. And Madalena. Don't let them into your garden, though. They'll eat all of your cabbages. Or carrots. Or whatever. I thought that person was transporting another person. That is not the case. Alright, we have 10 timber, 20 planks. We're sitting on planks because we don't necessarily want to be making any more bows right now. Our Fletchers have paused production. And we're trying to get, well, we did build the brewery and we built the tailor's shop. But these guys are waiting on, what are you waiting on? It's like, it's linen and dyes. Linen comes from flax. And then you're waiting on malt, which comes from barley, which we have, but we need to build the malt house. We did build the dyer's workshop, though. I'm afraid to fire this up while we have like limited food. Maybe we don't start the dyer's workshop until bread production actually gets rolling, because I'm slightly terrified to start using the berries for dye and then our people being like, where did all our food go? It got turned into dye. You guys are the most cranky people. You're like, there's no firewood. Well, I don't know what to do for you. Do we have any way we could expand any of these houses? Ah, yeah, I was gonna say, don't a couple of these have an expanded living space. Poor quality? For shame. I wonder if they'll automatically place more stalls? Because, like, these guys are full, and then eventually, like, if I add another family to the Woodcutter's Lodge, which is what I'd like to do because people are complaining about not having firewood, then maybe we'll have another... Winter is approaching? I don't remember that from last time. Do you guys remember the winter symbol, like, blasting in? Or the sound it made? It's a good sound. I just don't recall it from before. The question is, where would we like to build more houses? I'm kind of thinking like right here. That would be a good place to continue to build. More burgages. How many? If we went all the way out to here, we would get 3. But the problem being, we wouldn't have any extra space for them to have, like any kind of additions. So that's a little tricky there. Yeah, you guys are gonna be cranky because you don't have any food, or firewood. The Joiner's Workshop, Cobbler's Workshop. Blacksmith is interesting, but we can't really use it yet. Goat Shed, I like the idea of. And then like, the trading post is like mostly going to be around like iron, but we'll need even more people to get iron off the ground. Because like, if we, let's plan this out. Industry. So you'd want to go, you'd want to build a mining pit, right? So that'll be at least one family. How much clay is left in here? 146. So that's one family mining. Then you have the bloomery, probably one family. And then say you have a smithy. So you'd need at least 3 to have some sort of semblance of family. I think, though, instead of doing the smithy over there, I would rather do the blacksmith's workshop in this house, because they can make tools and weapons, whereas the smithy can only do tools. So I'd like the versatility of the smith shop in the house. All right, these guys are working this wheat field pretty well. I'm pretty impressed. Got a flax field, got a barley field. How did this one end up so crooked? How did that happen? Oh well, that's funny. Yeah, heavy plow is the way to go. Then our people will just be faster with it. Basic armor making seems useful. And then I think like fertilization makes sense. I wonder how many development points we have. Wild animals on rich deposits breed twice as fast at the cost of 50% reduced yield from crops. Dislike. We're like leaning heavily into crop making. Citizens skip every 5th meal, reduces food consumption but decreases approval. I don't know if I like either of those. These are all locked in early access. I don't like either of these. I think I'm just going to skip those. I'm not going to sign either policy. I would be totally into the wild animals like reproducing faster, but cutting your crop production in half seems incredibly burdensome. I kind of think I should pull the windmill people out and have them help with the farm for now. So we got the marketplace here. I guess I could just add houses here. Logging camp's doing work. We got 19 timber again, which is good. How are we doing on bows? 26 out of 36. Is there a way to tell how many arms I have? 20. Oh, we only have 26. Okay, so we could do a little more. Only 9 months of food. That should get us through winter. And then hopefully once the fields kind of like get hammered out, then we can start making bread. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, let's build a couple more houses. Let's see, 2-ish, I think. Yeah, that's what I want to see. They're actually a little too wide, I think. Well, yeah, okay. Well, actually, I just had a thought. So you see how this has house, but also you build extra house and a back. I guess the difference, the downside of this is you can only build one expansion and you get 2 houses. But if you do it this way, for the same amount of resources, you have the option, and a little extra space used, you have the option of building 2 different things as the add-on. So that's important to keep in mind. But the other one is the most space efficient. So if you're like, how do I jam as many houses into the village as possible? That would be the way to do it. Getting rainy. Very cold November looking day. All right, they're sowing the field. The sowing process goes way faster than the plowing. They're about halfway through the plowing there. This one's almost 100%. So that one should get sown fairly quickly. We did add a fourth family to the farmhouse, so it should be going pretty gangbusters out there. We have 1 unassigned family, so they should be working on these 2 burgages over here. Looks like they're working on that one. All of this stuff is idle for now. Logging camp's still doing great. 23 timber. We could probably take a little break from that and then do a little bit of sawing just to get more. I'd like to get a full contingent of archers, essentially. New mercenary company? Not really what I'm looking for. Does everybody have... Everybody who can have an extended plot, I think, has stuff added. Look at the goat! Oh! I was hoping it would be a black goat, and then we could name him Black Phillip. Jorg! And Bartolms. Adorable goats. Got some good garden spaces back here. You guys have added on your house. Fantastic. Butcher shop. And then this is going to be the blacksmith. And then you two can, I guess we could do whatever we want with those two, but... Alright, crops are growing there. Fantastic. You guys are still being plowed. Oh, it's starting to freeze over. That came on quick. Alright, so... Oh, interesting. So they must have to process them into grain first. Interesting. Okay, I understand. Put somebody in the windmill, put somebody in the communal oven. Where are you going? Who are you? Do you live here? You just a random guy? I have no idea. So you can't work the field? Can you not work the field while it's wintertime? That must be the case. Okay. So we're a little behind on the fields. Because we didn't 100% sow. And we didn't 100% plow the field over there either, so... Good to keep in mind. Definitely want to prioritize the heavy plow then, with how many fields we're trying to work all at once. Alright, so you guys are processing your grain. You're doing good. Fantastic. Does the barley get processed into grain right away, or is that getting processed elsewhere? I don't think I built the malt house. Well... Tavern. There it is, the malt house. Weaver's workshop uses wool to produce yarn and flax to produce linen. Okay, so the weaver does both. That's kind of nice. Very useful there. Be nice to put that right to the next to the tannery, although I did put the marketplace there. I guess I'd just put it on the other side of the marketplace. New family moving in, fantastic. We have 3 unassigned families now. That's good news. Low on... We're a little low on food. How's the windmill doing? They're making flour! Huzzah! And they're making bread! Woo! All right, the grain is being processed. So basically what you want to figure out is how much grain or how much processing power do you have to process all of the grain that you make and then into flour and then that into bread. And you should be able to process all of your grain into flour and then into bread before the next harvest comes. If you have too much left over each time that you make a new season, then you're not processing things fast enough, and you should either put more people in the windmill or more people in the oven. But right now, it seems like 2 families would be good for the fields if we could get, the plowing station going, and then buy a specific ox that is dedicated to the farmhouse, I think. Because right now we just have the 2. We have Dacents and Thomas, and we can only carry 2 there. So it would be nice to have an ox that's dedicated just for plowing the field, or a horse, one of the 2. The generic storage of the logging camp is full. Okay, so pull the people out of the logging camp for a little bit. Throw them in the saw pit so we get a little extra, some extra boards. Honestly, while it's wintertime, just be digging some clay out of the ground. Gotta keep our people busy. So you guys are new. Okay, backyard extension. I am curious. The blacksmith's workshop is high on my priority list. The cobbler's workshop is close there too. And then the armor as well would be nice once we get iron working off the ground. So that's kind of the priority list I have in my head. But second winter seems to be going well. We're making bread, which is fantastic. We have 3 bread. It's not going very quickly. But we're processing the flour pretty quickly. I wonder if we need more people in the communal oven. Because we're getting a lot of flour. Although I guess what we could do is, like, once all the grain is processed into flour, then just shift everybody downstream, you know? Like, once you're out of grain, move everybody to the windmill. Once the windmill has processed everything to flour, move everybody to the communal oven. It's not going to go bad. There's no... As far as I know in this game, there's no, a case of things deteriorating over time, as far as I'm aware. Alright, we're gonna put a 3rd family in the firewood.
These things do happen from time to time.
And the forester's hut seems to be able to keep pace with 2 people working it, and then 1 person kind of hopping in and out of the logging camp from time to time. We got a new firewood stall. Hey, there it is, all by its lonesome. I'm sure they'll be joined by more others eventually. Are we putting the bread in the granary? Apparently not. I don't know where the bread is going.
Firewood.
Maybe it's just being, like, consumed instantly. Or maybe it's going to the food stall. There it is. All right. Asked and answered. So we need 3 types of food. The thing is, we're getting, because we have berries, we have meat, we have honey from the apiaries, we have communal oven making bread. Quite a few different types of food. Does that mean there are houses out here that are ready to go to level 3? If we had a tavern, I should say. You are all level 1. Nope. We do need the clothing supply too, so that's a big... Oh yeah, and plus vegetables and eggs from our chickens and whatnot. Yeah, it's like we have a reliable source of 2 types of food. Oh! These people are this is the lane. The main street here. Aha! Okay, so we do need to get the tavern off the ground. Good news is... Get this out of here. The good news is we have our brewery over here. We just need to get them malt. So we should build that malt house here. And this should be close-ish to the fields over here. Honestly, right there seems like a decent place for it. Berries! Somebody's hawking berries out here. So the malt will get us the ale, and then we can build the tavern. That's fantastic. So the second part of that is getting the tailor shop to actually be able to produce clothing. I guess what we could do... I guess we have to level up these burgages, and we should. Requirements not met. There's not enough fuel? I just put a third family to work in the fuel house. What could you... the saw pit has hit max capacity? You people are nuts. Alright, get out of the saw pit then. You maniacs? Can't be controlled. Alright, yeah, go to work building the malt house. Working through our grain. It is January. Plenty of flour. I'm kind of thinking, yeah, we should have maybe a second family working the communal oven, because it seems like we're punching out flour just fine. We've built 99 up. But the bread is coming out fairly slowly, so... One windmill maybe feeds... Like, one family working in the windmill maybe feeds 2 to 3 people working in the oven. I guess we'll see how fast they produce bread now that there's 2 working in that house.
Don't be shy.
Great, you guys are capable of being upgraded.
Poor quality.
And so... You are not yet. Okay. 14 timber. I think we go for it. And then you guys, I would like you to be tailors. Because long term, we'd like to have a smith, but that's like super far down the road. So like blacksmith armor, like not super high priority quite yet. So if we want to build like a garden or something else in the town, we have almost 100 people living in the town. We could go ahead and build those here. We can always, I'm sure we'll have more houses by the time we get around to needing a blacksmith. So I'm not super worried about that. I think we'll go ahead and build that second granary. Right here.
We all know what that means.
How you guys doing? Working the clay? Very good. 119. I love how many times I've heard that lady shout berries. Alright, the cobbler's shop is done. So what does it take to make shoes?
Finest hides in all the land.
How do I tell?
Bread, berries, bursting with flavour and fit for a king. Or perhaps it was simply a bad batch. These things do
Show workplace. Maybe? How does one tell? Because, like, when I look at the tailor's shop, I can see what it takes to make these because I can hover over them. I guess what if I go to this house and I hover over this? It just says enables production of shoes. How do you make shoes? You guys don't have wood. You're always angry. Oh, leather. Are you making shoes just out of leather? I'd like to set a limit so you're not using all the leather. They're crafting. Maybe you do need just leather. I would love to interact with you, though. How did I set a limit for the bowyer? Because I remember doing this. Oh, there we go. Construction reserve. They won't let me. Maybe... Maybe you have no control over the shoe market. We've made one shoe. Fantastic. All right, it sounds like you just need leather for shoes, which is great because we might be able to get the clothing stall supply then. There it is. For shoes, I assume. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing like a key ingredient in information here. Like, it's very clear that the leather is being used for the shoes. That's great. But what if I want to, like, continue selling leather to other families, you know? Wild animals are doing fine. Are we getting pelts from... Oh, we don't get hides from traps. Okay, we only get hides from the deer. Pelt extraction is interesting. But we could also get hides from our goats. So that might be what we want to do at like this burgage. Is more goat. Just to keep our hide production flowing. So we keep having shoes. And then eventually the lane of richos over here. The first houses I ever built in the town. They'll all end up with shoes. And then maybe we can transform them into level 3 and we can reach large village status once we've built the tavern, that is. Still working on the malt house, though. I think they're getting distracted by building these other large houses. Requirements not met. Well, it'll be spring soon enough, and then you guys have nothing to complain about. We've almost worked through our backlog of grain here. Into flour. We have 14 bread now. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense to me. We're doing a great job. Oh, we finished the malt house. Fantastic. I almost need like more houses again. How many? We got 8 timber. I don't think I have anybody working in the logging camp right now. We can go ahead and pull the people out of the mining pit back into the logging camp. And then let's go ahead and build another house. How long? Like this long, I think it needs to be. Never mind. Plot is too small. I'm confused, but okay. Like, what if I built it this big? I can't tell. The snow is covering things up. I think it needs to be even further out to get the add-on. There, that's what I wanted to see. Do these trees getting hacked down count as trees, or do they just get knocked over? I guess we'll find out. Yep, they just got erased. Erased from reality. Good to know.
Keep your half warm and your home cozy.
It's a big village. Food supply is coming back up now because we're actually producing bread at a good rate. With 82 flour. I think we've worked through our barley entirely. Okay. And then I think this means we can pull the people out of the windmill and have them work in the malt house. Correct me if I'm wrong. Where did our barley go? Wheat, rye. Did I accidentally store the barley in here? Didn't look like I did. I don't know. Almost done with this granary, though. They're getting the malt. Yes, they're doing the work. And then the brewery can do its job. Oh, these people are ready. We just need a tavern. Everything's moving so fast. An enemy unit has been spotted. Where? Band of raiders was seen near Eichenau. Oh, the raiders are near. I forgot that we're being raided. Okay, so they're close-ish. Somewhere? I don't see them. Said an enemy unit has been spotted. Wait. Brigands. Ah, there they are. 6 by 3. So there's only 18 of you. You people are a joke. All right. Well, this is a great place to pause the episode. I just realized. Pick up next time with we'll pause with a little bit of a cliffhanger here. But first, we shall marshal the army. How do I do that? I forget. I forgot all my commands. Oh, there we go. Here, rally all. They're coming from over here. So why don't we rally just like there? And then we will pick up next time with a battle against the evil bandits. If I can find them again. They've been spotted. There they go. Oh, they got 36. Okay, this is going to be a bit more of a brawl than I thought it would. But our archers should make a big difference for us. I'm looking forward to that. So, if you guys enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Manor Lords, you want to see this battle come to fruition, subscribe to the channel, make sure you like the video, and also have your notifications on if you want to see when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!